Hello, everyone. And this is Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me. Oops, excuse me. This is Stephanie of YouTube Tips and More with Stephanie. Now, what this channel is about is that I try to make YouTube easier for the beginner or the more seasoned user. Now, if you excuse me, I'm trying to send a link to someone about tonight. Okay. I hope they get it. Now, what I normally do on here is I start off by giving you the challenges and all that information for the upcoming month of May and June. But for those of you who did not know, my husband was in the hospital for about a week and he's been home now for a few days. And I have not been on the computer to really do anything. And I am behind on the collab information. But I will give you the one that I have left for the month of May. And I will be getting the other collaboration information updated. Hopefully by, I want to say, I'm going to give myself to Wednesday to get all of the rest of May and June challenges in the calendar and upload it to the calendar on your phones. So please forgive me for not having the information up yet. I am sorry, but family comes first with me. So I'm going to go ahead and I will share my screen and we will talk about tonight's sponsor. If my computer will get some act right. I've been really working on different things, trying to get things going correctly. I just hope this is doing right. My computer tonight. Okay, tonight's show is sponsored by $5 Jewelry Paradise, and the independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now, if you're interested in a lot of beautiful jewelry for a low, low price, check out her websites. And also, she does a live show on Mondays and Fridays now on her Facebook. Now, I will have all the information linked down below in the description. So if you're interested, you can go to her show. And I also, where is that at? I also am sporting, hi Stacy, some of her jewelry tonight. I have sensitive skin, and that's why I like this jewelry. I have sensitive skin, and I break out so bad. Now, if I were to go to like Walmart or Target and buy some of the costume jewelry that they have there, and I wear it, I break out in hives, and then those hives turns red and it's ugly. Trust me, you don't want to see it. But when I wear this $5 jewelry that I get from the Jewelry Paradise, I don't break out, and so I tell you, it's addictive. When you go on her live show and you start looking at the jewelry that she shows, you end up buying more than you thought you were going to buy. That's me. I'm guilty. I'm very guilty. I told her she was my pusher because every time I go on her live, I say I'm not buying anything and I end up spending like $20. 20, maybe 30, depends on her live show when I go on her live shows. So let me go ahead and jump into tonight's challenges that I have listed, the ones I have remaining for the month of May. As I said before, I have been really down. My husband was in the hospital, so I wasn't able to get the rest of the updated challenges for the month of May, but I will be working on that. Now, what I have, the last one I have listed for May here on my on the list here is for May 19th at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is the Summer Fireplace Challenge 22. It is hosted by myself, Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie, And my co-host V will now be hosting this challenge with me due to family problems, family issues that are have come up in her life. And the hashtag is hashtag Summer Fireplace 22. And it is a twist. I asked you to include at least one bird in your decor. Now you can decorate your fireplace, a tabletop, a bookshelf top, a cabinet top, kitchen bar, long as it's decorated for summer. That's all I care to see. And then for July, I don't have anything listed for July yet, but I know there's some out there. And like I said, I apologize. I will be getting those on here because I have been dealing with a lot with my husband and his illness. Thank you, Stacy. I love it. I love this jewelry. I mean, when I say she's my pusher, I have a box, Stacy. Shame to say, a box about this wide. Let me get to the camera. About this wide, about the deep from the laptop up, and it's full of necklaces, earrings, bracelets. It's full. It's full. And I say that I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy. But I end up buying. Now my host tonight is Catherine from um, Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. And I am waiting on Catherine to chime in. I have contacted a mutual friend and asked them to see if they could get a hold of her. But I am not having any luck. Let me see if I can get her if she's not online. Because I don't think it'll call her if she's not on. Yes, you're right. I am in trouble. Because he told me no more jewelry, no, quit buying all that jewelry and dishes. I'm gonna try one more person, see if I can contact her. I don't have her phone number. I tell you, when I say things are not going right, I need to be a little bit more proactive in contacting my host days before. But I've been so down with my husband getting him home from the hospital and tending to my mom and my dad that I've just been bombarded with things to do this past week. Trying to get the home situated where it's safe for my husband to come in, where he can get around without issue, and then dealing with my mom. She has dementia, and my dad, in order for him to go to the doctor, someone has to be there with my mother in order for him to go to the doctor. So a lot has been transpiring. Um, what I want to talk about is something that I have been noticing on a lot of the people I watch on YouTube. Um, when you're filming and you have your phone or your camera set up, you have your camera looking at you. And the thing that you have to learn to do is you need to look at the lens. Each phone has, if you're using your phone like I do, let me get the light to come up. And my camera has a button right here. That is my camera on my phone. So when you turn your phone, when you're filming, you need to be able to see your camera. You need to look at the dot on your phone, not look at your screen. Because when you look at your screen, like I'm gonna give you an example. Right now, I'm looking at my camera on my laptop and I'm talking to you. Now it looks like I'm looking directly at you when I'm talking. But if I look at the screen and I'm talking, I'm not looking at you. It's like I'm looking away at somebody else. So the thing you need to remember to do is you need to look at your camera. If you look at your camera, it has your audience, it makes your audience feel that you're talking one-on-one with them. That is something that I've been noticing a lot more with people. People are so much want to look at the camera, look at the lens and see what they look like while they're talking, but you're not talking to yourself. You're supposed to be talking to your audience. So if you're using a phone, find your dot where your camera is, which is mine's right there in the middle. So I have to look at my dot on the phone. That's your camera. And of course, if you're filming it backwards, this is all your camera. But if you're using, like I'm using a laptop right now, my camera's in the center, in the middle of the laptop. So you look at your camera. Now, if you're using a camera on a tripod and it has a little flip on the side so you can see yourself, you need to turn that away when you're filming and look at your camera, because you're not looking at your audience. And you want your videos to be more personable. So you need to look at your audience. So if you look at your camera, smile. And one thing that I've been learning to do myself is you have to learn to, as they say, smile, talk, smile, talk. But a lot of people are looking at the flip screen on their cameras or looking at their screen on their phone instead of looking in the camera, because you're not looking at the people you're talking to when you're looking at your flip screen, or if you're looking at the screen on your computer or on your phone or whichever you're recording on. Now, most of the time I record on a phone. Charlie's phones cost sometimes $2,000 for a phone. I do everything that a camera does, almost to a certain extent. But I use my phone. So I always try to make sure that I stare at the camera on the phone. Now I'm going to show you again so you can understand how different it looks. Like I'm saying, I'm going to pick on you, Stacy. Like I'm going to say, hi, Stacy. It's nice to see you, girl. Where have you been? I've been missing you here. See, here I'm looking into the camera. Now I'm going to look at the screen. Hey, Stacy, girl, how you doing? Girl, I missed you. Where have you been? Now, when you look at it with playback, you'll see that when I look into the camera, I'm looking directly at you. When I'm looking at the monitor, it shows you can tell that I'm not looking at you. It's like I'm talking above you or beside you or around you. And you want somebody to talk to you. So the best thing to do is always remember to look at your camera. Always look at your camera. And try to make sure that you're looking at the phone. Look at the camera. If you have a camera on a tripod, try to look at the lens. Look at where you're looking at, where it's filming you at. That way you are looking one-on-one with the person. You're making it more personable, and the people can know that you are talking to them. because I've watched a couple of videos. Hi, Miss Mary. I watched a couple of videos the other day while I was sitting here while my husband had finally was able to go to sleep. And a lot of the people that I was looking at, they were looking at the camera, at the reflection of themselves, the video or the phone. They were looking at that instead of looking at the lens or the camera to make it look like you're talking to them. And it makes it look a little awkward when you're trying to be something more personable and you're trying to make the person that's watching your video feel that you're talking to your girlfriend one on one. This way, if you're talking to your girlfriend one on one, you want to look at your girlfriend in the eye. So just imagine that your lens or the camera on your phone is your girlfriend's eyes, and you want to look her in the eye every time you talk to her. Because I've always told, if you're talking to someone and they avoid eye contact, they're either lying or they up to something that's not good. So I always generally try my best. I attempt it all the time to talk to people looking them in the eye because I don't want you to think I'm lying to you when I'm not. And when I'm filming, I want you to know that I am talking to you, my audience. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to the audience. So that's a tip that I want to give everyone because I have noticed that quite frequently that a lot of people are not looking at the camera or looking into someone's eyes. I put it that way. If you think of it that way, that you're looking into your girlfriend's eyes when you're talking to her, that you're looking at face to face, if you picture yourself looking at them face to face, then you will understand. Because what do you say, Stacy? Says I noticed that too. Let me show that so I can see. It says I noticed that too. When I was making a video, I tried to do that, but would forget. Sometimes I place the phone a little further away, so it's okay. Yeah, sometimes I would do that. I would put it a little farther off, but then I still try to remember that if you look at the lens or the camera, like I said, pretend like there's somebody's eyes. You're looking at your girlfriend in the eye, or whoever you're talking to, you're looking at them in the eye to get the conversation going. I always want mine to be, I'm trying to improve one piece at a time. Child, I'm telling you, these hot flashes. A sister tried to get her hair done and be cute. And the day I got it done, y'all, I was at the hospital with my husband. I didn't bring my fan in here. I was at the hospital with my husband, and I was leaving the hospital, and I had just got my hair flat ironed. It was looking all cute and bouncy. I was cute, y'all. I was cute. The girl was cute. Yes, it was. And what happens when I get outside? It starts pouring down raining. I mean, cats and dogs and horses and cows and pigs and buildings. That's how hard it was raining. And I was just like, and then when I finally get to the car, I drop my keys. So now I got to bend down, pick up my keys. It's just pouring buckets and buckets of rain on my head. And my hair was all of 2 days old. 2 days. Yeah. Your girl was trying to be cute. Yeah, that's what I get for trying to be cute. Out there in the storm, just come out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Nowhere. And just tow me up. That's all right. And then these heat flashes, hot flashes, they come and your girl be sweating and hair sticking to her neck. Yeah, she right. That's Houston. Houston is bipolar. Bipolar, for real. And we supposed to be 95 all week. Did you know that, Stacy? We're supposed to be 95. And I'm sitting here and I have the air on. My husband says he's cold. And I have the air on, and the air is set to 79. And he says it's too cold. And I'm burning up. sweat. These is hot flashes. I was trying to give my guest time to come. I've tried calling her and to no avail. And I've tried calling other friends that may be able to get a hold to her for me uh, with no help at all. I guess it just wasn't meant to be today. The last, this makes the second guest that has not made an appearance. Is it me? Girl, we're going to hit the hundreds and 103s come August. I already know that. My birthday month is always hot. I know we're going to hit 100 and 103. I just don't want us to get that week like we did once before. We got 10 days straight for 103. I just don't want that this year. It's just too sticky already. It's already too hot. I just can't do that heat. Now I do know of that Antoinette's Vignettes has a challenge coming up at the beginning of June. So I will get that information in, and I'm going to go back and search through all the old threads and see if I can find any challenges that I've missed. I know I have, and I know I missed them because my husband was in the hospital longer. He was only supposed to be in the hospital for 2 days, just 2 days. But he had a bad reaction to the anesthesia and the pain medication, and it shut down all his organs. So we ended up being in the hospital for 7 days, waiting for his organs to wake up and for him to be able to function and to come home. So on the, I think it was the fifth day, they started to wake up, even him, because he was all groggy and everything every day. And I just couldn't figure out why he was so groggy. And the sixth day, he was doing really good. And on the seventh day, that morning, they told him he could come home. And so he came home that evening, late that evening on the seventh day. So now the rough part begins, is the physical therapy. So he will start physical therapy come Monday, and that's going to be hell on wheel in itself because, you know, when you have that knee surgery and they bend your leg and all that, he's going to be in a lot of pain and he is going to be mean. So if you know of any challenges that are coming up for the month of May, please let me know so I can enter them in on the calendars to let everybody be aware of the upcoming challenges. Stacy, I know you're in a group. Can you email me all your challenges for the year if you have them so I can get them up on the calendar along with your other participants that are in it? Oh, you did, Miss Mary? It can be rough when you have those surgeries. And yes, thank you. I am glad he is better. I say the same thing. God is awesome because they were talking about dialysis because things wasn't working right. And but God said, not yet. No dialysis. And I'm glad he's home. And these hot flashes are killing us, sister. They're killing me. I should have brought my little fan in here because I'm sweating bullets right now. Well, I'm going to tell you about a little bit about the guest that was supposed to be here today. And I'm pretty sure something happened. That's why she's not here. It was going to be Catherine Holt at Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. She was supposed to be my guest for tonight. Now, if she doesn't show up tonight, I'm going to come on here Wednesday night. So look for me to go live on Wednesday. We may have gotten the days crossed. So the 18th is Wednesday, and I will be on here Wednesday night to see if she's here. So if she's here Wednesday night, then we will do her taping then on Wednesday. But I've been following Catherine for a long time because I ran across her channel one day. She was doing, I think she was doing a DIY, and I was amazed to see how calm she was and how she had everything together and how she was doing her her DIY for her channel. And I started, following her more frequently and learning more about Catherine. And I cannot find the magazine, but she was in the Better Homes in Gordon magazine here a while back. They did an article on her of her about her whole homemaking thing, her taking care of her home and how she decorates and everything. And I thought that was so wonderful that I met someone. Let's see, I'm not currently doing anything, but I'll send you the info. I understand. I understand, Stacy, because soon as I get through, mom has to go. My mom has to go to a specialist. I think it's this week. I take her this Wednesday or Thursday, and because they got to clear her for her procedure, so we're going to check out her heart to make sure everything's okay because she had a quadruple bypass a few years back, and her blood pressure was up so high that they don't want to do the surgery unless her heart doctor clears her. So he wants to run all these extra tests. She has to get a what is it? Not an MRI. Oh my goodness, really? I'm so sorry to hear that. I pray that everything goes well with your mom and the cancer. I hope that they can get it away and it doesn't come back. Me myself, I've had 2 surgeries for cancer. I had uterine cancer and ovarian cancer. So I pray that they get in there and they get it and it's gone. I do know I was told that I need to get an ultrasound every year. I mean, not ultrasound, but a pap smear. And I was doing that. Until recently, I was told that they told me wrong and having an ultrasound every year. And so I have to go see another doctor so they can do a pap smear. Recommended that I go to this doctor that will check my blood. And I'm a little nervous about that. I'm a little nervous for him to check my blood to see if cancer is anywhere. I'm a little nervous. I really am. I am. I'm nervous about that. I don't want to go in and they tell me that that it's back. I don't want to hear that. That is something that terrifies me. That I don't want to go in and they tell me that Stephanie is back. I don't want to hear that. That's something that I don't want to put my family through again. Um, I was younger, and when I found out about it, um, my siblings were all young. So when I had my surgeries, the only person who was in the hospital but me was me. You know, nobody was there at the hospital the first time I had the surgery to come in and make sure I was okay afterwards. The second time, nobody was there for me either. I was there by myself. And but whenever my family is ill or in the hospital or anything, I'm there to be supportive. And it's a little hard heartening that, that nobody was there when I had my surgeries. But that's neither near nor there. But I just say they were younger then. My sister had breast cancer and she had her breast removed. And she is, I think, 10 years now cancer free with her. So, I've been really supportive of her, making sure she gets what she needs. I know. I'm just a little nervous about it. Put it that way. Somebody told me don't say fear, say concerned. I'm a little concerned about going and getting checked out to see if it's there. I don't want to know. But I hope that you will join me on my fireplace collab. Now, if you don't have a fireplace, you can do you can decorate your mantle or the apron on the fireplace. You can also decorate a coffee table. You can decorate top of a bookshelf. You can decorate the top of a cabinet. Um, you can decorate that. I should really hope that you join in with me. I enjoy decorating my fireplace. And when my husband and I move in September, August, September, we're buying a home. And I'm hoping that the home that we purchase has a fireplace because I enjoy decorating it for the seasons. That's one thing that I'm really looking for in the new home is to make sure that we have a fireplace so I can continue decorating my fireplaces for the seasons because I done bought so much stuff. When we move, I am going to share with you all all of my bins that I have in the garage, all the dishes, all the vases and other things I have, candle holders and cake plates and you name it. I'm going to share that foolishness with you when we move because I have to find a new way to store them. So that'll give me a good time to share with you all the foolishness, all the bins for Christmas and Thanksgiving and fall, all the Christmas for spring. Oh, it is the 19th. May 19th is when the summer fireplace collab starts on May 19th. I'm excited because I'm trying a different color. It's a color I haven't tried in my home. You know what, Stacy? Why is this not working? There it is. Stacy, I understand that you miss it. I do love making the videos and stuff. It's fun. And but you're right. YouTube can be very frustrating, especially when you're trying to grow. And like I watched my numbers go up, and I was right at almost 3,500, and then all of a sudden I look back down, I'm at 34 something, and it just like it hits you like a stone because you wondering what you did. And you wonder what you did for your numbers to go away. Did the people not like a video? Did they change their mind about you? Why are your numbers jumping? But every now and then, what happens is you have so many people out there that are buying subscribers. And what the companies do is they sprinkle subscribers out to a lot of people. And so that way it doesn't show that there are, that this person is buying. Um, let's see, you have a large electric fireplace, and my husband not. See, ours doesn't have a TV over it yet, but the plan is when we move, I'm thinking about putting the TV over the fireplace. I'm thinking about it, thinking, thinking. But back to you, Stacy. I started to quit. I did. I started to quit. But then I sat down and I said, okay, are you doing this channel just to watch your numbers grow, or are you doing this because it's something you want to do and it's fun for you? Which is it? And so I sat down and I said, okay, I love to decorate. I love to show people that you can do this on a budget. You don't have to have the mega millions to go to at home, or I mean Home Goods or Z Gallery. You don't always have to. Everybody don't have those kind of pockets. Okay, my pockets sometimes barely say Walmart. I'll go to Goodwill and thrift shop in a minute. And I know everyone doesn't have those deep pockets where they can go and shop at Z Gallery and at Home Goods and the other store. They have another one called the At Home Store, and it's what's the other one called? It's called something else. I can't think what the other store is called. And everybody can't afford Kirkland's, and everybody couldn't afford Pier One when they were open, and the new one that's online sucks. And everybody couldn't afford those big name stores, and I knew I couldn't. You go in and you look at some of those dishes, and one plate is 27, 30 something dollars for one plate. My pocket doesn't always say big name stores. Now I would go to Goodwill and I would search eBay and all the time to get things, secondhand shops, and I would find stuff there from Z Gallery and At Home and all these other big name stores. I'd find a majority of the things that I wanted at Goodwill. They had people would get tired of them and put them there, and I could get them for pennies on the dollar. But one day, God is going to bless me where I can be an avid Z Gallery shopper if I choose to be. But I'm not an avid Z Gallery shopper. I tried to order something from Z Gallery. Those cloches, those big clear cloches everybody has? Well, Z Gallery has some pretty ones. And I love thrifting too, Mary. Z Gallery had these big one and a medium one. And I wanted those. They had them on sale. So I said, oh, okay, a sale. They got them on sale. I can get them on sale, right? So I made sure before I ordered that it said in stock. And it said it had it in stock. So I ordered. I ordered a big one and a smaller one. I ordered them at the end of August. They said that I would receive them by December 15th. So December 15th, I'm watching the mail. I'm watching the mail. They coming. But it didn't come. I contacted the gallery. They told me, oh, they were back ordered and look for them in January. By January, such and such. January come. They didn't come. Well, they're supposed to be here at the beginning of February. I call end of February. I call, well, they might be here in March. And they never showed. So I canceled the order and I found a site online, which I'm going to do a video and show about the ones I received. Let's see. You will. What? I was fine until I went to purge my channel. Then people started telling me to read my analytics. That was the beginning of the foolishness. You know what? Let me tell you, Stacey, when people start buying subscribers, and what the companies do is they spread them out all over so they won't know that Joe Blow is just bought 2,000 subscribers. So they'll spread it out so other people will get subscribers. So when YouTube does a change or does a cleanup where they go in and they clean all the stuff up from all these people who are buying subscribers. And then what they do is some of those, when they buy that, you may get 15, 20 of new subscribers because of those people. And then they go through, YouTube goes through and sweeps and takes all that back. And you're heartbroken because your numbers are down. And I had to learn that the hard way because my numbers had started going up when I was barely getting to 2,000. And I found out that's what happened, that someone was buying subscribers and they sprinkle out to everybody. And then when YouTube goes in and does a sweep, they sweep all the ones who bought, the ones they can find. And then the ones that land on your channels, those are the ones that go. But the person who actually bought the subscribers, they're rarely caught. They're rarely caught that they bought the subscribers. Stephanie, we still have a storefront For you have a storefront for Z Gallery. You know what? The storefront over there on Z Gallery, over there off of I-10, I went there to get the cloches, but they didn't have any. And they told me that I had to order it online. So I know we have one. The only one I'm aware of is the one over there off of I-10. And when I've gone in that store, I think 3 times, I think it's 3 times that I've gone there. And when I've gone in there, it's beautiful. I give them that. They got it set up where it just sucks you in. But when I go and I went in there the first time just to look around, and well, I tried that to have them ship it to the store, but they told me that they couldn't ship it to the store, not the cloches. So I was like, okay, but for me to wait from August to what was it? This is March. It was March. I canceled the order in March, and I went online and I found this store online that sells the same ones. The only difference is the little knob on the top is different from the one at Z Gallery. Z Gallery little knob or handle on the top is slick with a flat top on it. These are more a little rounded ones. So I'm going to share that in the video. I have stuff piled up over there looking at me. Yeah. I have stuff over there piled up looking at me that I have to do a video for. I have some stuff that a sponsor sent me that I definitely need to do their video for. And I told them what was going on. My husband, my mom, I'm trying. So I got to do their video. And then I'm going to share with you the things that I have piled over there that I have for summer. And I have to do this quick because the 19th is approaching fast, and I need to get my mantle done. To be honest with you guys, I just took down East. Yeah. Normally Easter would be down already, but because of what's going on with my family, everybody's, hospitals and doctors and everything, that I have just been too busy to take down Easter. And I just started taking down my Easter and spring stuff. I still got the spring flag and stuff still outside on the door. I take everything down. It's on the floor over there, piled, that I got to get my bins in so I can separate it and put it in the bins. Everyone that, say when they order it to be delivered home from Z Gallery, everyone that I've heard, they've had horror stories of having stuff shipped to their homes. But if you go to the store, it's a better thing than having it shipped. And I just canceled both, the cloches, and I went and ordered them from somewhere else. And when I ordered it from the other company, they came in within the large one. It took them 5 days after I ordered them for them to reach my house. 5 days after I ordered those two cloches, the large one and the small one. That it took 5 days after I ordered them for them to reach my home. Yep, 5 days. And I love them. And I did not realize that the big one was as big as it was. Oh my goodness. But it is large. And I sit here and I wonder, should I have ordered 2 small ones and 1 large one? The girl may go back and order a small one, but I made a promise to my husband. Since we are looking to buy a house come August or September, end of August, beginning of September, that I would not purchase anything until after we moved. So every challenge that I'm in will have to be with things that I already have. I can't purchase anything new. no flowers, no ribbons. Do you know how hard that is? When you see something cute and it pulls you in and you want to get it, but you can't because you gave your word, that is very hard. I've gave my word. So I am not purchasing anything. I promised that I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't purchase anything. I'm doing my best not to purchase. Now I also found some new toys to play with on this StreamYard. Now I can put my website name here. So if you're interested in getting the um, video sheets that I have to help you organize better when you do your videos, you can go to my website. I have a landing page that you can go on and sign up, and you can download that page and you can help you get your videos, organized. And then also, if you have any collabs coming up or any questions or anything that you want me to do a video on to help make YouTube easier, here is my email address on the screen. That will also, I can answer your questions and make a video to help you do something easier. Um, I am going to share with you on the one video on how, how on the videos they have the logos on the bottom. And it's very, these days you have to have your logo or your channel name on the screen of your videos because there's so many people stealing videos and put them on their own channel and claiming it's them. And if you want to learn how to do that, I will be doing that in a couple of weeks. And I will be doing that video also. If you're not aware of my main channel is Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie, Decorating on a Budget. If you are not a member of that channel, I would hope that you find me crazy enough or interesting enough to go and subscribe to my main channel and to this channel, YouTube Tips and More, so I can share with you on how to get things done. I really am trying to improve more on my channel. I'm really trying to come up with more ideas on how to help people and make YouTube a little easier. I know that I need to do the video on how to make the little marquee thing, the little logo, or put your name on your screen. I need to do that one. And I also need to do one where I show you, um, good. Do not give up, Stacy. I enjoy your videos. Do not give up. I want to, hey, Tamara. Good to see you here. Ladies, I'm going to brag on my sister Tamara. Tamara does, oh, my brain just did a meltdown, Tamara. Let me think. You know when you have something on the tip of your tongue and it just eats it away? Yeah. Age gets you. Planners. Tamara does planners. She does the covers and all that for your planners. She's doing one for me right now as we speak. She's designing one for me. And I saw my sister do one for another YouTuber. She did one for Shoshana. Now, if you go on Tamara's channel, which is Love My Babies Forever, and she has a video up showing where she designed Shoshana's planner. And I think you will enjoy the video because when I see a YouTube sister of mine that means a lot to me do something or have something they're trying to do or accomplish, I try to support them as much as I can. And I really enjoy watching Tamara do her thing. She's so creative. I'm really trying to. I know I couldn't do it. I can do some things, but you have other people that are really, really good. And I saw her do Shoshana's, and I was like, she didn't do me one. I contacted her. She told me how much she charged. It is not free, people. This is not free. She told me her fees. I sent her a fee through Cash App or whichever one I use, Cash App or Zelle. And I sent her payment to make my planner. Now, she when I saw her do Shoshana's, I knew she did a good job and I wanted one myself. Like now I'm going to do some other things with some other ladies. I've seen them doing things and I want to support my sisters. When I see something they're doing that I really like to do, I like to help them out. I try my best to do something to help them or tell about what they're doing because, my pockets, they ain't that deep. They're not that deep. And right now we on a budget that's so tight. I think a gnat would go on to die on this budget we on right now. Because our goal is to save up so much money by the end of August. And we're doing pretty good. But when a sister likes to spend, when I see something on Amazon that I think is cute, or I see something online or some other store that I like to hunt at, and I see it and I want to get it, it's hard when you promise not to buy anything. So I know my upcoming videos, I'm going to go into more detail about making your name to go on your screen on your videos so people can't steal your videos. It's an overlay, and I'm going to explain to you how to make it and how to put it on your channel. And I also want to do a video to talk more about groups. There are a lot of people that have groups on YouTube. When you're in a group, I'm not going to go into that now. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do my next video on that, explaining about groups. There are pros and there are cons with groups. So if you want to know about that, just keep coming back to see what I talk about groups. Then I'm going to do another one on, I did one on showing you how to test your topics. I'm going to do the overlay. I'm going to share some other new things that I've been learning in Sean Kennel's classes. As I learn, I share. That's how I've always been. I like to help people as much as I can because you get your blessing when you help someone else. I've always been that way. My friends would tell you that when I got ready to redo my house or whatever, or I would say, okay, I'm getting ready to get rid of these tables. Who want them? And they would say, who want them? And come get them. I would never sell. I would just give because I feel that if I paid 50 cents for it and I've had it for 4 years, I've got my 50 cents out of it. And so I give. And they can do with it what they want. I don't care. I've got my use out of it and I don't sell it. I just give it. That's just how I've always been. I give. I'm a giver. Yes. But I'm a Virgo. I can be sweet. I can be nice. I can be really helpful. But I can also flip that script too. You can bring some of the ugly out of people sometime by the way you treat them. And some people on YouTube can treat you really ugly. And sometimes you have to learn to have a little thicker skin when you get on YouTube. So I know my guest tonight was supposed to be Catherine Holt from Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I'm thinking, thank you. I'm trying some new face foundation to see how it works because my skin is turning again. I have vitiligo, if you didn't know, and I'm spotted because eventually it's going to be all white. Yes. But the doctor said that my pigment is fighting. That's why I'm polka dotted. That's what my grandbabies call me, polka dots. So I'm trying out a new foundation to see how it works. It's not very heavy, and I don't feel like I have it on, and I'm liking it. So I'm gonna do a video pretty soon showing the new foundation that I'm using, and do a whole face on YouTube to show you how this makeup is working with me. Hopefully it doesn't break me out because the girl is very sensitive. Um, so I'm thinking that Catherine and I got our dates mixed up because I think I gave her the wrong date. I think that's on me. So I'm going to come back on here on Wednesday, and Wednesday is the 18th. I believe that's what the 18th is. Let me double check my calendar. Yeah, 18th is Wednesday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a notice on Wednesday on the calendar. If you haven't got, what is that flying? If you haven't got the calendars alerts for the challenges, I'm going to put it on the calendar. So to remind you to check on Wednesday night to see if Catherine is here at 5:45, and I will interview her on Wednesday. I really believe that's my fault. It's a fly in here, guys. I'm sorry. I think that's my fault. I think that I may have given her the wrong date. I really do, because she is not the type of person that will just stand me up. I think I just gave her the wrong date. I have to go back and look at my letter to her. I think I gave her the 18th, and today is the 15th. So, like I said, I don't have that many challenges listed. I just have the one for the fireplace challenge, which is mine on the 19th. And all I asked is that you include a bird in your decor. And I touched base earlier on the difference of when you're filming, to look at your camera or your lens. If you have a camera on a tripod, to make sure you look into your lens, because you want people to think you're talking to them. Because if you look away, most people that have cameras have the ones with the flip screen on top or on the side where you can see the video. And if you do that, if you're looking at your flip screen, you're not looking at the people, you're looking at yourself. So like now I'm looking at my camera, and I'm looking at the lens on the laptop, the camera, and I'm looking straight into that. When we looking into that, it's like I'm being very personal and I'm talking to you one on one. But if I look at my screen and look at me, I'm not looking at you. I'm actually talking to myself. I'm not looking at you. And a lot of people do that. They look at their screens. And even on your phone, if you're recording on your phone, let me put the other screen up. My camera is right here on the front. So if you look into that camera when you're recording, then you're looking at the person, you're looking personable. And if you're losing at the back of the screen, your camera's here. So you need to look into your camera. If you look at your camera, you look personable. You look like I'm talking directly to that person. And you want to give that person that much respect to look at them eye to eye. So what I always say is I'm talking to my girlfriend, and I'm looking her in the eyes. So I always look for the eyes. So the eye is the camera, not the screen, not me looking here at the screen and talking to myself, or looking into the flip on the camera, the flip screen, and looking at myself. No, you want to look into the eyes. So you be more personable. Make sure you look into the eyes. Sometimes you forget and you look down at the screen, because I do too. The next time I am on somebody's live looking a hot mess. I look. There are times. Did I do that? I think I did that. And it won't cut off. It just came on by itself. I think I hit the remote. Or there's somebody in here. Look, I always try. Like now, my hairdresser. I don't see her until the end of this week. to fix out this bloated mess that happened the other day. But I got caught in the rain. Always try to make it personable. Always try to look into the eyes. On the laptop, my camera's up top, so I'm looking into the eyes. Miss Stacy always looks nice. I've never seen her look a hot mess. I've looked a hot mess. I got caught one time on Wani's live, and I didn't know that she was doing a live, and I just logged on, and she told me to to come into the chat. I had to grab a scarf and tie my head up because I was looking a hot mess. Yes, thank you, Tamara, because I've been looking at a lot of videos and everybody is looking at their flip camera on top of their camera, the flip screen, or they're looking into the phone. When you're on your phone, you're looking at the screen on the phone. That's not personable. That's looking away. You need to look at the camera. A friend of mine told me, she said, "Why are you not looking at me when you're talking to me? Why are you looking like you don't want to see my face?" And I didn't think of it that way. When she told me that, she said that if you wanted me to think you're talking to me, you need to look at me. Because when most people look away from you, or look over you or around you, 9 times out of 10, they are making up what they're saying or they don't know what they're saying. And so you need to look them in the eye to let them know that what you're telling them means as much to you as it should to them. So always be personable. What is it? She says Friday night. I wasn't thinking. I couldn't remember what you. Child, I try to show my face. I try to remember to put a little foundation on to give me an even tone. Because of the Vlogro, I'm spotted on my face. So I try to put foundation on to give me an even tone. And I don't always put on a full face of makeup when I get online. And I need to do that. I need to work on being more in front of the camera because I don't like putting on the full face. I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to get better at it because I have a boatload of stuff over there I need to record and I need to be in the video. So you will see me dolled up this week. I'll have some videos out that I have to make and I will be dolled up simply because of the fact one of them is a sponsored video. And in a sponsored video, you got to have your stuff together, girl. You got to have it together. You got to have your face looking much smashed. You got to have that hair blowing in the wind. You have to be good. Thank you so much, Miss Stacy. I try. Now, we've been on here a while, and I appreciate you all that came on here tonight. I would also ask that you come back Wednesday night. Catherine should be here on Wednesday night, and I will interview her on Wednesday night because I have a lot of questions for my girl Catherine because I truly admire her and I want to ask her questions. So that lets you know, Miss Stacy, you need to be ready when I call when your day come, girl. I got questions. I got questions. They're not hard. They're really easy questions. But I think it's so people will get to know you and see that you're a you're a really nice lady. And I think that when more people see you, the more your channel will blossom. My channel think it's got stagnant. I have to do something. I think what I have to do is just pray more. I've fallen out of prayer as much as I used to, and I need to pray more. Okay, Miss Stacy, I understand that you're going to the hospital with your mom. I really do. But ladies, we've been on here for over an hour now. I've been running my mouth like a dingbat. And again, my summer fireplace challenge is on May 19th. And it's upload at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope you join me on this. I'm using a color that I haven't used, and I think it's going to turn out cute. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get that mantelpiece done. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. On my co-host, on it's going to be Catherine Holt from Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. She will be here on Wednesday night. It's because I gave the wrong date. I just pulled it up in my phone, and I gave her the 18th, and the 18th is Wednesday. So Wednesday. Yes, we do. We have to do what we do for our families. I will, like my husband just got to the hospital. Mom is getting ready for another procedure. Dad had one the day after my husband had his. So I had to call my siblings and say, hey, I need help. I can't be at two places at one time. So my brothers came down from Austin, and they took my dad where he had to go, and one stayed with my mom because she has dementia and she doesn't do well out in public. So one stayed with my mom and one took my dad for his procedure. They stayed here till the weekend. They came in on that Tuesday and they didn't leave till Saturday. So with their jobs, they had these papers in because, my mom had the triple bypass. And so that they can come and help when I call them. Then when I need help for them, they come. So mom is getting ready to have a procedure. And thank God the test came back good for dad. So he don't need that third procedure. Because that third procedure was going to make me nervous. But, he's 76. She's 75. We had to keep going. I'm grateful that my parents are still living. A lot of my friends and some people that I know, parents are gone home, and both of mine are still here and kicking. And I'm grateful that they are still here. My mom does have dementia. It makes it really hard, but she's still here. So I'm going to let you all go because if you didn't know, I am a basketball nut, and it's playoff time. And the next game started about 15 minutes ago. And I want to go see the playoff game because whoever wins tonight is going to the next level if they win because they're tied. So I'm hoping that the one team that I want to win wins tonight. Yep, it does get hard. It does. And I love you all. And I hope to see you all on Wednesday night at 5:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I know he is. Is he in there hollering at the game, Tamara? Who is he going for? Well, I'm going to go. Tamara, text me. I'm fixing to go to watch the game. I appreciate y'all being on here with me tonight. I love you, ladies. You are my faithful few. I'm so glad that you came. I will look forward to seeing you Wednesday when I have Catherine on Wednesday night. You know it, girl. You know it, Tamara. You know I got the gear, girl. I got the hats, the shirts. My husband even got a cup. And we didn't get the tray. We didn't get the tray. We almost got the tray. Didn't get the tray. Well, I'm working on it, girl. I'm working. So I will see you guys. Oh, yes. I love them too. I love you guys. I will see you Wednesday night at 5:45. I'm going to go check out this game. He wanted the Bucks to win, but I don't think the Bucks going to make it, baby. They don't play like they want to be there. But anyway, I will see you Wednesday at 5:45 p.m. Central Standard Time when I have Catherine Holt on. I have a lot of questions to ask, girlfriend. I truly admire her channel, And I loved her ad in the Better Homes and Garden when they did an interview on her. So I'll see you Wednesday. I'm going to see the rest of the game. Bye-bye. Why is this mouse not moving? Come on in. Is it still on? It's not letting me close.